Hi guys, it's Mrs. Tucker. I want you to get out this worksheet that I gave you last week. It's called Percent Preview. Get that out and we'll start filling this out. Okay, number one. If the sale price is $27 and the regular price is $45, A, how much is the discount? Okay, we've got this diagram here. Let's fill out what we know. The regular price is $45, and that's the length of this entire bar. From here to here, that's worth $45. The sale price is $27. How do we find the discount? Yeah, from here to here on this bar, that's $27. If you add on the discount to the sale price, then you have $45. So let's take $45 and subtract 27. You guys go ahead and do that. Yeah, our discount is $18. So let me get rid of that. Our discount was $18. It says, what fraction of the regular price is the discount? What fraction of the regular price is the discount? They're asking, what is the part that is the discount divided by the whole or the original price? What fraction of the regular price is the discount? Okay, well that's 18 over 45, and then we're going to reduce. I see that's divisible by 3, that's divisible by 3. Actually, I just noticed they're both divisible by 9. Let's divide by 9 instead. We get 2 over 5. What fraction? 2/5. Yeah, what was our discount? $18. Okay, what percent of the regular price is the discount? Well, percent is P over 100 equals part over whole. Well, here was the part that was the discount over the whole, but we've just reduced it, so let's do 2 over 5, and we can cross multiply to solve, or what did you do to 100 to change? Well, let's do that the other way. What do you multiply 5 by to change it into 100? Yeah, so we could do this way. 2 times 20 is a 40% discount. When you were back here, don't you remember 2/5 as a decimal? 0.40? Yeah, that's the same as 40%. Okay? Let's go try the next one. Number 2. Mike's dinner cost $16.50. Okay, that's the cost of the meal. $16.50, and that represents the entire length of this bar right here, cost of the meal. Mike would like to leave a 20% tip. If Mike would like to leave a 20% tip, how much tip should he leave? Well, the 20% tip is based on the entire cost of the meal. That's why this bar here is exactly the same length as this bar here, because this bar here represents how much money? Yeah, the cost of the meal. So let's write $16.50 in here. We want to leave a 20% tip. Okay? Why did they divide this into 5 equal groups? If this is 20%, this is 40%, 60%, 80%, 100% of the meal. Okay? So each one of these boxes represents 20%. 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. You add those all together, you get 100%. So how are we going to figure out how much 20% of the $16.50 is? Yeah, you could take $16.50 and divide it into 5 equal groups. Another way to do this would be P over 100 equals part over whole. Okay? And we are doing 20%. We want to figure out the part that is the tip over the entire cost of the meal. That's another way to do it. Okay? You guys work on this one. I'm going to show you when you reduce this. 20 goes into 100 5 times. 1/5 equals x over 1650. If you cross multiply here and cross multiply here, you know your cross products are equal. How do you solve for x? If 5 times x is 1650, how are you going to solve for x? Yeah, you're going to take 1650 and divide by 5. Put your decimal point here. 5 goes into 16 3 times. Bring down the 5. 5 goes into 15 3 times. Bring down the 0. Okay, so your tip is how much? Yeah, $3.30. What is Mike's total restaurant bill? Well, the total restaurant bill is going to be the $16.50 plus how much he leaves for the tip. Figure that out real quick. What do you get? $19 and did you get, whoops, that's not 19. Did you guys get $19.80? Okay, good. Let's go on to number 3. Jamie earns $350 salary plus a commission of $280. Okay, his salary, the length of this entire bar, is $350. Plus they give him an incentive for selling more stuff, and that incentive is called a commission. He gets $280 commission on top of what he sells. It says, what are his total earnings? Well, his total earnings is his salary plus the commission. So we're going to take $350 and add $280 to that. That's his total earnings for the week. Okay, add that together. Let's see what you get. Did you guys get $630? Okay. That's what I got. If his commission is 25% of his sales, what are his sales? Do you guys see why this bar, which represents his sales, was divided into 4 equal pieces? Yeah, because 25% of his sales represents that $280. So what are you going to do? Yeah, if each one of these boxes is equal size, then each one of them is $280. So you guys take 280 and multiply by 4. And I'm going to set up a percent proportion so you can see what's happening. Okay, they told us 25%. We know the part that is his commission. We know the commission. See, we got something going in under the part, and what we're trying to figure out is the whole of his sales. This whole bar right here, X goes here. Okay, I'm going to reduce this fraction. 25 goes into itself once, 25 goes into 104 times. Cross multiply because your cross products are equal. X equals 4 times 280. And isn't that what we're doing right here? Yeah, same exact thing. It works out. Multiply it out. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like his sales were $1,120. $1,120. Okay? Let's move on. Okay, here's the next one, number 4. Josue buys 3 magazines for $6.50 each. Part A says, what is the cost for the 3 magazines? Okay, 3 magazines, they're $16.50 each. I'm sorry, they're $6.50 each. Step 1, multiply those two numbers together. Yeah, we got to find the total cost for the 3 magazines. So you guys multiply that out. Let's see what you get. Did you get $19.50? Okay, that's the total cost of the magazine. So we're going to write that in right here. That represents the total length of this bar here. That answers part A. And it also answers that right there. Yeah, you can go ahead and write $19.50 in right there. All right, part B says, if the tax rate is $10, I'm sorry, if the tax rate is 10%, not $10, if the tax rate is 10%, how much is the tax on the 3 magazines? Well, okay, this whole bar here represents $19.50. It's the same length as this bar here. We have to pay 10% of that on tax. So how many boxes did we divide this up into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each one of those represents 10%. Add it all together, you got 100% of the price of the cost of the magazines. Okay, so you could take $19.50 and divide it by 10. And then you would have your tax. Here's another way of looking at it. Take a look at this way. I know percent over 100 is part over whole. That's going to be the tax part over the whole price of the magazines. Okay, they tell us our percent. Our tax is going to be 10%. So that's 10 over 100. The whole price of the magazines, the entire length of this bar is $19.50. That's our whole. X is the tax part we're trying to figure out. I'm going to reduce 10 over 100 to what? Yep, 1 over 10 equals X over 1950, and I have percent proportion. I know my cross products are equal. So 10 times X equals 1 times 1950. 10 times some number's 1950. How do you figure out what this number is? Yeah, you take 1950 and divide by 10. And isn't that what we were originally going to do? Sure is. So let's go ahead and do that. You put a dot right here, take your decimal, put it right up here. 10 goes into 19 once. 19 subtract 10 is, yep, bring down the 5. 10 goes into 95 9 times. That's 90. Subtract 95, subtract 90 is 5. Bring down the 0. 10 goes into 50 5 times. So our tax amount is what? Yeah, right here, right in $1.95. $1.95. So how much is the total cost? The total cost is the cost of the magazine. See this thing here? Plus your tax. Plus the tax. So I'm going to get rid of this. Our last step. Let's see. We had step 1 was getting this number. Step 2 was getting this number. And step 3 to get the total cost is to take the cost of the magazines and do what with the tax? Yep, tax is always added on. Is that what you guys got? $21.45. Yep, that's what I got. $21.45. Let's go look at the next one. Okay, strip diagrams. I have just enough time to get you started on this one. Each strip diagram represents 100%. Find the missing values. A pair of jeans is on sale for 20% off the regular price. If the regular price is $42, what is the amount of the discount?